All right, so Felipe, first of all, you're off an amazing championship fight with Jonathan Haggerty. Lumpinee Stadium, all the lights, and I don't know if you know, but here in the UK, we're now showing it on Sky Sports. So it's like a huge channel, and one championship have a deal with them. So they've only done a couple of fights. So you're being introduced to the world in that way. Now the result didn't go the way that you wanted, but you've been very positive and upbeat since then. And it was actually you who was asking, pushing for this. And it's usually me asking you, hey, Felipe, come on, let's jump on the podcast. So I know to lose a fight, it's sometimes a very difficult subject for me to talk with fighters. I do a lot of fighter interviews, and which is why I usually don't interview a fight afterwards. I don't know how they're feeling mentally, but because you're not only a great friend of mine, but you're also been a mindfulness student of mine for a couple of years now, I thought it's also a great way for me to learn as a coach. How can I help and add more value? Because I'm very familiar with how to help a fighter up to the fight, but then afterwards, I want to get better and stronger at that.
Right.
But can we start? How has the last few weeks been for you? Since the fight. Just talk me through that a bit.
Yeah. After I lost the fight, I took some time, to be by myself. I traveling around I travel here in Thailand to another places, to another island, just to be quiet and then thinking again about everything what's happened, thinking and rethinking. And I discovered that I learned a lot, I learned every time when I fight, I win, but I don't think much about it. After winning the fight, I just think about, okay, now I need to enjoy, need to relax, see my family. And then after I lost to Haggerty, I just think about come back to the gym. I say to my wife, I'm gonna take 2 weeks rest, and then after we'll come back to the gym and do my best. I will come back much more stronger and I want to be the champion. I want to be the champion. I'm gonna train harder, and then this fight just give me more motivation. I feel that I, I talk a lot with God from my religion. I pray a lot. I pray a lot, and then when I took this time off, I use this time to pray a lot and talk, asking, like why I'm like I'm not too stressed, why I'm still like feeling good inside. I don't feel bad
Yeah.
because I lose. I feel like more motivation. I feel more motivation. So I think it deeply. I feel like this fight give me a lot of motivation to be continuing fighting, to be like fighting, keeping fighting, keeping training hard, and everything is a lesson in life. So maybe it was not my time, but I feel that I'm gonna be much better for the next fight. I'm gonna improve a lot, and then for sure the people want to see me fight again after this fight. And I think it will be very, 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 very good for me in the future. I still have a lot of timing to fight. I want to fight a lot at one championship. Just give me more motivation.
So where does that come from? Because the way that you're answering that, it seems like a very experienced and almost like a veteran, someone that's been in the game for so long to understand that even with a loss, you can still learn. Even with a loss, you can still motivate yourself and understand that, yeah, maybe it's not my time, but this is a journey that you're on. Where does that come from?
Yeah, it's like how I say before, like I was talk with God and I was doing my praying, concentrating, asking why I'm not feel so sad, why I'm not feel like down. I supposed to feel down, and I don't get these feelings inside of my mind. I feel like more motivated. I feel like more like I want to do better, And this fight just gives me more motivation. I fight with the number one. I fight with the champion, Haggerty, and was a little bit close the fight, you know. And I just thinking with myself, I would be champion still. I have time and I will be champion. It's just like I don't know how to explain. It's just the feeling come to my mind, and I feel like God know everything. God know the right time of everything, you know.
And do
And
you
I accept
usually,
it. In
yeah,
my mind, I accept it. Maybe it was not my time now.
yeah. And is that how you usually feel when you lose, or was this a
Right?
different, reaction?
I lose. Every time when I lose, I cry a lot. I cry. Every time when I lose, I cry a lot because you know I training very hard every time. And this job is not an easy job. No, for me, my opinion is the hardest job in the world. I think it's the hardest because involve a lot of things. Is emotional. Is everything involve like a lot of work, a lot of emotional. You know,
Yeah,
is very hard fight.
yeah.
The life of the fighter is very hard. As diet is a lot of things, and then your emotional is up and down, up and down, up and down a lot. But how I say before, I feel I don't know what is going on in my mind, but I feel grateful. I feel like I'm ready to come back to the gym and do the job again and do everything again to fight again. I just feel more like a motivated, you know, because is the I'm still in the journey. I'm still with a lot of energy, you know. I'm just I'm just sorry.
No, go on. Yeah, you're just.
Okay, I just come back. I just start training in the Tiger Muay Thai now, not long ago. And I just start with the nutrition plan. I just start with the conditioning training that I never did before for fight Muay Thai. I never did that boxing training. You know,
Yeah,
now I start doing like conditioning training, boxing training. I'm doing like nutritionist, and I feel like everything is new. Everything in my life is new. You know, like the training with you, mindfulness is helped me a lot, and I just feel like, wow, I will be bigger. Like in few years, I will be very big.
yeah.
You know,
So just just before we move off the subject of loss, because I don't you know if you know, but there's a basketball team called the Milwaukee Bucks, and I used to go there quite a bit. But there's a player from Greece called Giannis, and you know they lost their championship this year, and then the interviewer says, "Hey, is this a failure for you?" I think maybe I shared that video with you, but he got quite angry. He's like, how is that a failure? He says, Michael Jordan played for 15 years and he won 6 championships. Does that mean that the other 9 was a failure? Right? And so it's to help people understand that this concept of winning and losing, if your happiness is only with winning, then you're going to experience a lot of unhappiness in your life. And it's called a zero-sum game, meaning that there's going to be a winner and a loser every time. Right? So it's the idea of the journey that we'll be on, and it's this warrior mindset that win or lose, good. Okay, that's if you win, then that's great. But more importantly, it's like, what is it that you're actually doing? Are you improving your skills? Are you showing the world your ability? Are you getting better each time? Are you improving versus yourself? Not other people, because they say when you compare yourself, that's where, that's where the misery comes in, when you can start comparing yourself.
exactly.
But if it's you versus you, and as long as each time that you're getting better against yourself,
Right.
that's the role. And what I try and tell a lot of the people that I work with, that if you're a fighter and you think that you're going to win every fight, then you're either delusional or you're going to get a lot of pain in the future. There's some rare fighters that do that. Okay, that's fine. But the point that I'm trying to make is, if it's your goal to win, then you need to reevaluate your goal. What is your why? In the last podcast, I spoke with Liam Harrison, and he said that's very important. Why are you doing this? Is it for improvement? Is it to grow? Is it to get better? Is it to keep working your way to where you want to be? Or is it just winning? Because like we say in the mindfulness world, you know, if your happiness depends on the future, then you're taking away the happiness now.
Right.
If you say that I will only be happy if I win, and a lot of fighters are that way. But it's just, you know, it's a wonderful opportunity now to review the idea of losing and reframe the mind that it's learning. There's no losing, you're just learning every time. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
So what advice do you have for people then who come off a loss?
Yeah, how I said before, everything is coming to my life like new things, like a new training, new conditioning training, new like a boxing training, new like a coach mindfulness training with you. Everything is new, and then I feel like I'm improving. I'm keep improving is how you say before, is me against me. So I don't focus on be better than the other people. I focus on be better than I was yesterday. So what I'm feeling right now is like, okay, I lose the fight, but I gonna be better. I gonna improve myself to be better. Tomorrow, after tomorrow, will be much better. I know that, and this is what make me feel like, okay, I'm in the right way. You know? I'm in the right way to be better.
Yeah,
a better fight.
Yes. So what was the feedback and the reaction from friends and family after the fight?
Focus on yourself, you know, focus on improving yourself with experienced peoples. Try to be close with the people who understand about the things that you don't understand yet. For example, I start Muay Thai only thinking about Muay Thai is the traditional way. Muay Thai, running, work on backs 1 hour, and do the training like clinching, only Muay Thai. But now I discover that Muay Thai is much more than that. You need to work a lot of your mindset. You need to work a lot of your gaming plan. You need to work on your nutrition. You need to work on your sleep, manage the time. You need to work on management, like managing the time to eat, managing the time to sleep, managing everything. So it's much more than that, you know, than training only. And we always can improve, So the feedback I want to give to the people is always focus on improve yourself. Always focus on be better than you was yesterday, you know. By asking for peoples with experience as well.
But I think my question was more because sometimes when people lose a fight, their value actually goes up because of the performance that they did, right? I'm saying, what was the feedback from your coaches, from your friends and your family after that fight? What was their reaction to you?
Yeah, all of them talk very good about the fight. They say, wow, the fight was very good, very excited. I could not breathe. I could not I could not talk, you know. But positive feedback, and then they make me happy, you know, because I training a lot. I training a lot, very hard for this fight. The result was not what I want, not positive, but I feel that I improved. I feel that everything I say I want to do, I did very well. Control my mindset, control my power, you know. And I trust the process. I trust the process, and I feel like I can be better. And then this is what make me more like okay, I'm in the right way. You know, I don't have anything to worry about. I'm in the right way.
Yes. So let's talk. We mentioned mindfulness a bit early on, and sometimes it's such a big word, mindfulness, and it's such a powerful word. And a lot of times people ask me, well, how does mindfulness help? What does it do? You know, especially in the life of a fighter. So let's talk a bit about you and your fight camp and your fight, this latest fight. How has mindfulness helped you, right? And usually, what usually are some of your biggest challenges, and how have you applied mindfulness to help with you in this camp?
Yeah. The training mindfulness that we was doing like every week helped me a lot on, like, every time before the fight, when I had a fight, I used to get very excited, very like nervous. And the mindfulness make me be in the moment, be focus on what I have to improve first, focus on what I have to focus first, like eating well, you sleeping well, when it's time to do the gaming plan, I focus on the gaming plan. When it's time to relax, I focus on relaxing, and the mindfulness helped me a lot in managing the my feelings, managing my
Okay,
feelings.
how?
You
So if
know,
someone says to you, they hear that, oh, very interesting, but how? What do you mean by that? Give us some examples.
yeah, by doing the breathing exercise that we practice, that be calm, be in the moment, be calm. The one like we train together help me a lot to relaxing my body, to calm down, focus on the moment, and then okay, this is time now to relax my body, relax my mind. I don't want to think about fight. I don't want to think about challenge, competition. I just want to be relaxing. And then we train together, the breathing, and it's helped me a lot. Helped me a lot. And then the time to watch the fight. Uh, when I watch the fight, my heart start boom, 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 go hard, and I
What
start get
fight?
excited.
When you're watching your opponent's fight beforehand or afterwards, watching back the fight? What are you talking about?
No, the day, for example, the day when I want to watch the fight, I want to make the plan. So the
Okay, yeah.
day when I want to watch the fight, for example, on Sunday, when I don't do anything, I just focus on like, okay, gaming play now. I'm gonna watch the fight
Game plan,
and
yeah.
then write down everything what I has to do. So this time I used to be very like, excited, I have
Anxious, yeah.
anxious. I want to fight,
Yeah.
and then by doing the breathing exercise, I could control better, don't get excited. And then eventually in the fight day, I already visualized everything in my mind already. So I was feeling very relaxed in the fight day. I was feeling very like, okay, this is the moment. I already passed for that. I already passed through it. So I just gonna do what I was doing, like, focus on my present moment. And it's
Yeah.
helped me a lot. Helped me a lot in the fight.
Yeah. So before mindfulness, what were you like on the day of the fight?
Yeah, before mindfulness, I used to be very like stiff, cannot talk. I used to put the microphone, the music,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then don't talk with anybody. Don't get very excited. Just think about what they're gonna do, and then a lot of thoughts come to my mind. A lot of thinking coming to my mind. You know, it's hard. And then the time I fight, I used to be very like a confused. Sometimes confused. I used to get very excited, very nervous fast. And then in the fight, sometimes it's no good because in the fights, you need to have the time. When you're fighting, you need to have the time that, okay, I need to change the game. I need to change the
Yes.
game because
Yeah.
I cannot be too nervous. And then you have to thinking different. And then if you are too excited, you cannot thinking different. And then the breathing exercise, the concentrate in the moment bring me back all the time
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
my present
Present
moment.
moment. Yes. Yeah. Now let's talk about the fight itself, because the week, because it's a championship fight, there's a lot of media obligations, right? So usually you go in and you can do your own training, but the better you get and the more higher ranks you get, and when you face a champion, you're gonna have to do a lot of media. How did you cope with that? How did you cope with that? And yeah, how were you able to apply mindfulness in those moments?
Yeah. With the media things, I was very relaxing. I was much better than the last times. You know, I could focus on better answer. You know, answer better the media people, media guys. When they ask me, I always like try to breathing. I was
Really
always
nice, yeah.
I was doing the exercise when before answer the questions, and then like try to breathing, thinking about what I'm gonna, answer, and then make me calm down. Make me like be more relaxed.
Yes.
To reply the questions. I feel much better. I feel like if it's to say if it's to give a number 10, 0 to 10, I would say like for the last fight I get like number 8 to 9. Before my last fights I used to be like a 5, 4 by controlling my mind.
Yes, yeah.
I would be like, let's say 4, 5. It's hard to control. Very hard to control. But this last time I was much better. Much better.
Yeah. So what would you say some of your biggest challenges are? Because I like to find out, because there's a lot. There's the media, there's the weight cut, there's diet, etc. For you, what are some of your biggest challenges? Is it the leading up to the fight? Is it the nerves on the morning, walking to the fight, during the fight? Where do you think your some of your biggest challenges are in the mind? Biggest challenges, yes.
I think the biggest challenge is during the preparation. When I'm training every day, and when I'm training every day by following the rules. Like when I say rules, is like to be a fighter in the high level, you need to follow rules. You need to following the rules. What is the rules? Is sleep early, eat well,
wake up early.
Wake up early, focus on the fight. Have a lot of distraction, and we always need to focus. So the biggest challenge is focus in what you have to do to be better. During the preparation to fight. And doing the exercise, the mindfulness exercise helped me so much. By focus on the present moment, by relaxing my mind, relaxing, focus on the present moment, doing the exercise, breathing exercise is amazing. I'm feeling very good. I feel like I will be much better in 1-2 years. I will be like, no one gonna win me. I think I will be number 1. I feel that.
I love that. Yeah. So can I get your reflection on the fight then? Because it was an amazing fight, filled with excitement, lots of back and forth. You're in these 4-ounce gloves, very small gloves, and you gave a lot of punishment and you took a lot of punishment. But in the first round, you had everyone on their seats. Technically knocked Jonathan down. You made him sit on the ropes.
Yeah.
Amazing body shots, lots of technique displayed, and passion and aggression.
Yeah.
Can you give your reflection on the fight?
Yeah, my reflection of the fight is I did everything well. My plan was to knock him out in the first round, but was a bit late. I start punch hard a bit late, and then when he sit in the ropes, the referee come to stop the fight very, very early. In my opinion, he come to stop the fight very. I could punch more knee his face, you know, because he was down. He's still like, he was not with the hands on the floor. He was not lying down on the floor.
Yeah.
But after the first round, I feel like, wow, I need to come back and knock him again.
Yeah.
And
Were
then
you confident that you'd won, that you had secured the first round?
yeah, I was confident. I was confident.
So you went back to the corner, confident. Yeah.
Confident, yeah. But in the second round, with the small gloves, before the fight, I say with small gloves, everything can happen, you know. Yeah. And in the second round, in the beginning of the second round, he punched me very hard here in the middle, in here.
Yeah.
He punched me very hard temple, here, and then
in the temple, yeah.
In the temple. And he punched me very hard, and then I feel the punch, and then I was trying to come back to the fight, but I was like a bit like dizzy, you know.
Yeah.
I was a bit dizzy, and then was hard to come back to the fight. I feel like fight with my heart. I was like fighting, punching him a lot, but Haggerty, he was with some spirit there. I don't know from where he take this power. Maybe because his family was there. I saw his family, all his family come to watch him.
Yeah.
And it's a big motivation for him as well, you know. And then I don't know from where he take it. And then he could come back, and I respect a lot, you know. I really like to fight with the peoples like that. Like really give everything in the fight. And then both give. I give, and then he give as well. I feel it. I feel it.
That's what made it such an amazing, you know, amazing fight. It was the back and forth, and like you said, both of you pulling from the depths of your resources, you know, is incredible.
Exactly. We give all there, and then was amazing fight. I'm just grateful. Nothing very bad happened with both of us. Nothing like not injury, nothing. I'm very happy. You know, I always pray for that. And I'm ready to come back and then be the number one. I will be the number one. I have in my mind I will get the belt very soon.
Yeah. So we're in February, almost in March now, in 2024. How quickly are you fighting again? Do you have any idea who it's going to be? Has Chaptree or anyone reached out to you about next fights?
Yeah, I have in my mind that I want to fight in 2 months at least. 2 months again. I will be training next week. I will come back training next week, and I have a plan to fight in at least 2 months. Maybe the opponent will be someone pet. He called me already on Facebook, but I'm not really sure. I don't know anything. I just think because I supposed to fight him before and then cancel, you know, and then he won the last fight.
Yeah.
So
very quickly. It was a very quick performance.
Very quickly. Yeah. I'm very excited, you know. I'm very excited to fight anybody. I can fight anybody in this division. I feel very excited.
Yeah.
Ready.
So where do you think that you could make improvements then? You know, what adjustments, you know, I'm sure you've had time now to reflect and look back on that fight now. Where do you think you can adjust? What's next?
Right. What I say to you, like, everything is new for me. Training at Tiger Muay Thai, doing the conditioning training, doing the boxing, traditional boxing training, doing the mindfulness exercise, doing everything is new for me. So, and I can feel it's working very well. I'm improving very good. My gaming plan, everything. And the nutrition, everything, you know, I'm doing everything new. Before I don't used to do it. Now I'm doing. And I just think about improve myself. I just think about be better tomorrow, after tomorrow. And I can see myself very good in the future. I can see I will be much better than now, than what I am.
Beautiful. All right, well, just two more questions.
Right.
I ask it every time, so I just want to see, you know, how your answers evolve and change. But the first one is, you know, what matters most? What's the most important thing for you?
The most important thing to me right now is, you know, my family. My family is a very important thing for me. I always like to see them happy. I always want to see them very good there, you know, in Brazil, happy, you know, in the better situation. I don't know if I say before but I came for a very not rich family. I don't come for a rich family in Brazil. You know, we live in a very hard situation there, and I always like to see them happy. You know, every time when I fight here, I send some money to my family, and it's helped them a lot. You know, it's helped them a lot, and this is what makes me happy: helping people, helping my family. You know, doing good things always. You know.
Yes, I love that.
Give a motivation to the people. You know, I always receive people say, "Hey, Felipe, very nice. I'm your fan." You know, I always receive every day. I receive someone on my Instagram or in the road in the shopping center. They come, "Oh, I see you fight. Very nice." This is giving me a lot of motivation. You know. Yeah.
Makes me smile to hear that.
Yeah.
And lastly, you know, if someone says, "Hey, Felipe," you talk about what is mindfulness. You know, what would you say? How would you describe mindfulness to someone who's never heard it before?
Yeah, mindfulness is about you work on yours. For me, my opinion, mindfulness is about you work on your improvement. When you do mindfulness, you work on improve yourself, because when you do mindfulness, when you learn how to be focused on the present moment, how to be calm down, how to relax, you know, you get a lot of things, because today's in this centrum today, like is the internet how to spell
Social media
era.
and
In the social media era, everybody's connecting, everybody's full of ideas, everybody like looking every time ideas, new ideas, and to focus in the present moment is very hard, you know. And then mindfulness for me is the future. Mindfulness, the biggest guys, the biggest people, they training mindfulness, I think, because to do good things you need to be present. You know, you need to be very present. And then mindfulness has helped me a lot. Training with you for me is I'm grateful, you know, I'm very grateful. I pray every day and say thank you to God, put take peoples like you in my life, you know. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much, Iggy. Thank you.
And like I said, I took so much pride and pleasure, you know, not only watching you fight, but the way that you fought, your heart and your warrior mindset. And, you know, as a coach, that's all I can ever ask for. So I want to say congratulations as far as that is. And your dream of becoming one day a champion, you know, I share that dream with you, and I'm here to support you along the way.
Thank you so much. We're gonna share together.
We will share together.
We will.
All right, cool. That's it.